We'll have to have a code word when you need a little munch of M&Ms. Since
I ate them already.
The code word is "Give me a sec. I want to get some M&Ms."
And we're live. Bam.
Hello.
we're live.
I'd like to thank Daniel for being here. Daniel, thank you.
I'd like to thank Daniel's Laundry Basket for being here.
It is a start to the show.
Yep. Hello, Daniels. Laundry basket. Well, I don't even know. Maybe he did poop his pants.
I mean,
Or his
maybe.
dad called.
Oh yeah, maybe
Oh
maybe
God!
his dad called.
If his dad called, if we're on a Daniel's dad called delay, then we could be here for a while.
Like a World Series rain delay.
That's a triple D. Wow, there's a C in there.
Well, how's everybody doing tonight?
We're good.
Shitty.
I don't know. How are you, Matt?
I'm doing swell.
Swell?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, that's right. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Going to a wedding tomorrow. Pretty excited about that.
Nice. Who's
Yeah.
getting hitched?
A friend from up here.
You think I don't have friends?
Not you.
Is it gonna be warm?
They're all right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
I'm just kidding.
The ones that aren't right here, they're in the group chat.
Is it an indoor wedding or an outdoor wedding?
I think outdoor actually. At least the reception is, or the ceremony. I mean,
It's gonna be a little chilly.
yeah.
Hey, Matt, remember when you were supposed to get married on the roof and then it rained? And so you had to get married inside?
Yep. I haven't forgot. 9 years later, we talked about like renting that out on our 10th year anniversary and like just doing it again up there, but not
Yeah.
like have another ceremony, but just hang out up there, do like
Yeah.
a party.
Oh
I like
my
that
God,
idea.
I just could see it raining again.
I know that's probably, that could probably happen. Well, welcome to the movie podium, everybody watching.
Yes,
Daniel's
thank you.
Laundry Basket.
And
And-
Still
Daniel,
coming.
he'll be here at some point. We're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies.
But for movies.
Ooh, Chase Brown scores a touchdown. All right.
How
Fantasy.
hilarious would it be if Daniel didn't make it back and then he has to change his name next week to 2 weeks late?
Yes.
It could be 28 days later. If we're talking zombie movie.
Yeah. Heyo.
Mm, well,
If we're talking good
Big
zombie.
brain on Matt.
yeah. So a part of this podcast, we come up with a set of questions, and we ask ourselves, such as, is this a podium movie?
Podium.
Not
Podium movie.
or a top 3 in the year of its respective
Welcome to the movie
release?
podium.
That should be a bottom 3 category. A podium.
Movie podium.
Well, since Daniel's not here, he's gonna miss the trailer. But believe it or not, we are back on our timeline, and we are in the year 2013. Timeline, we're here.
Timeline's no longer fucked up.
I know it's
Movie
no
podium.
longer,
Movie
no
podium.
longer.
Timeline.
We-
My second senior year in college.
And we chose a love zombie flick. And without further ado, we present our next movie.
I don't want to be this way. I'm lonely. I'm lost. Wait, I'm literally lost. I've never been in this part of the airport before. Warm bodies.
Witness! That's all I could think when I saw that guy's face. Was his character in Mad Max.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know
that's
that
right.
was him. Okay.
Nobody?
Yeah, I was.
No, yeah.
I was thinking, who was he in Mad Max? But then I was like, oh yeah, the dude.
Yeah. What's his name in that?
Nux.
What is it?
Nux.
Yeah, Nux. That's right. Yeah, there's some research on that. All right. Well, since Daniel's not here, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm thirsty. Crack him.
I really struggled though.
Oh, no, John.
John's gone too.
Everybody's becoming a zombie. We're losing
Yeah.
everybody.
But we can come back. It's okay.
That's right.
Man,
All you need is love.
no. I'm very upset.
Oh, whatever. We might have some fights in here then.
There's no fights, but I didn't like this movie.
Oh.
Warm body.
Okay. Why don't you be
Not
Kevin
an
about it?
underrated
Just throw a
song.
wet blanket on
Okay, yeah, okay, Dave. Let's be a Kevin about it.
I'm gonna be
Never
Kevin
liked
about it.
the movie.
You guys mocked the idea of watching The Crow and made me watch this movie.
No, I like
Yeah.
The Crow, but I also like this.
I'll say I wouldn't really. I don't think I'd be watching this if you all hadn't have made me.
That's fair.
I'm not a romantic comedy kind of guy.
I'm
So-
sorry.
Yeah, good. We
I'm
don't
curious.
want you, Dave.
I'm curious what I feel like Daniel's going to be the decider here.
He didn't like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't?
This movie.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, I didn't. Daniel, did you like this movie?
We'll have to find out when he comes back.
Yeah, I could see Daniel not
I'm in the
liking it.
laundry basket, and I thought that it was.
Daniel's laundry basket. I would like to know your favorite thing about this movie.
I like how we try to. This movie is a pretty happy, optimistic movie, but we can't. I thought that's what we're trying to go for, at least for Daniel.
Yeah.
Maybe too happy. Well, we can get in some random ass facts.
Let's do that.
All right. This
No,
guy
let's wait for Daniel some more.
Just sit in silence here.
Oh my god.
So,
we might get questions by then.
Yeah.
We get this filibuster. Now go
I
ahead.
think his laundry basket needs some googly eyes or something.
It really does. Yes.
Well, this got a 6.8 on IMDb or a
What?
negative 0.2 Thor.
Mhm.
Oh.
Negative 0.2.
That's right. Worse than Thor.
I disagree.
I would disagree with that as well.
Yeah.
Does your guys' opinion really matter?
No, but you're going to be hearing it for the rest of the show.
This is based on a book of the same name, if you didn't know that. So they took this
Yeah.
from a book.
What was the book called?
That was a little shocking.
Same name.
It was a little shocking. Also to see that it was a best-selling novel, and
Well,
but that did not change my opinion. Didn't.
you got to think right around here is when Twilight was pretty popular. And a lot of those, I mean,
That
Hunger
was a-
Games,
That was
Twilight.
literally a comment Chelsea made. She goes, "You guys gonna fucking watch Twilight next?"
This
Why
is
don't you go
better
ahead and
than
do it?
Twilight. This is better than Twilight.
Julie likes to watch Twilight whenever under the influence because it makes it even funnier. Because it's so bad. So I have seen Twilight more than I would like to.
How many dang Twilight movies are there, by the way?
Dang.
I think
4,
there.
5.
I think there's like 5.
Yeah.
Ugh.
can't
God
remember.
dang.
5
Twilight.
dang movies.
I actually don't
everywhere.
hate the first one, but then it kind of slowly gets worse, or rapidly. I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, so real quick, at the end of the Twilight series,
Hang on.
Yeah.
Spoiler
spoiler
warning.
spoiler. At the end of the Twilight series, a baby is birthed from the main character, and she's like, she has like, so one of her mom's name is Renee, and the other is named Esme, and then she's like, I was playing with names, Renee and Esme, Renesme. And so every time I see that baby, I'm like, I was playing with names, shit and fart, shart. So it's little baby shart.
Oh my god.
Well, that's
all
enough
right.
about Twilight. That's enough
Yeah, it's
about
gonna-
Twilight.
Yeah, you were gonna have to change the header if we didn't stop talking about it.
Well, we could continue to talk about Twilight until Daniel gets back.
Oh my God.
Bodies material.
Is he like protesting or something? All right.
Yeah,
Well, apparently
probably.
in the book, R wears a
It'd be lot
black
funnier
suit.
if it was a sit-in.
We will party in the rain. Oh, there we go. Yep, agreed. For the wedding.
Yes.
reference.
I'll party in the rain.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not afraid.
So apparently in the book, R wears a black suit and red tie, which identifies him as a corporate zombie, and he has a zombie wife and zombie kids to feed. Not sure how all that tied into the story, but pretty glad they ditched all of that.
Did
Just
they
made him
really
like
base
and
this
nutty.
off that book?
There's a lot of different.
I don't think I like that book guy.
Well, Lindsay's calling us out. Lindsay's a Twilight fan. I remember those days.
Twilight.
All right, there's a pretty random reference, and I'm not sure if anybody would have caught this, but when R and Julie go to the airport for the first time after they raid that lab, there's an automated announcement in the background saying the white zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only. Does anybody know what movie that's from? It's
No,
a
but I
straight
heard it.
quote.
Airplane.
John has got. Yep, John's right. Airplane. Yep, it's at the beginning of the movie when Ted first arrives at the airport. They say that.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then it keeps repeating at like
Yep.
senseless times, I think, in the movie. I didn't catch it in this, but thank you for catching that for me.
Yeah, so that was a straight reference for Airplane.
I haven't seen
Um,
Airplane enough times to have been able to
It's
catch
been a while.
that. But I did hear the intercom do that, and I just thought it was
Yeah.
funny that like the intercom was still active to like
Yeah.
the zombie activity.
Right. Anyone notice that the zombies do not blink for the first half of the movie? Nicholas Hoult did a few long scenes without blinking, and he said it was pretty rough. But later on in the movie, he and the other zombies start blinking when they become more human.
Okay.
Thought that was
Nice.
a cool little.
Right. Yeah, I didn't notice that part of it, but they
I didn't
did a
either.
good job of making, them transition into more lifelike.
Yeah, I liked it because it
Very
was like really
upset
subtle.
about what has been done to zombies.
Well, I like how subtle it was as opposed to like Forrest Gump, the braces breaking off and then all of a sudden he runs faster than a car. Like at least
Wait,
Nicholas Hoult
what's
or
unbelievable
R,
about that? That's I don't understand.
Yeah.
but like
What about remember Rookie of the Year?
Oh,
Whenever the
Rookie,
kid gets
yeah.
his cast off?
Exactly. But like in this, like R like slowly starts getting faster, like the way he walks, the way he
Yeah.
talks, like everything is a lot more slow or modular. And yeah, not Forrest Gump or Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, subtle.
Yeah, you can
Really.
right, I can appreciate that. And then last fact that I have, and this is another one that's based on the book, and thank God they didn't do this. The ending.
So apparently this book sucks.
Yeah, or I think it's really out there. I don't know if maybe Lindsay read it. I don't know. So Julie's dad dies in the book, and apparently Julie bites R when he kisses her, and this results in them both being infected, and they turn into a new species, not human or zombie. And apparently it's supposed to be like the opposite of zombies, and they turn gold.
No,
But still not the zombie
Now it's just getting
zombies.
more
which are
ridiculous.
bunnies.
Right. Well, be glad we got what we got at the end. I like the end of that. Like I'm glad. Like that's again a positive, a optimistic ending that we are not used to seeing in zombie movies.
Yeah.
And they'd simplified it there. All right, Daniel, ready for some questions? What is he doing? He might, you know what? His dad might have called him.
I mean, he at this point he had
Has
to.
anybody tried to text him?
No.
No.
Not texting him.
45 minutes ago, he texted in group chat. Well, are you ready for some categories?
Let's do this.
All right. First category: favorite thing about the movie. All right, Dave. Since you're a big fan, what was your favorite thing about it?
Well, come on. I didn't like the movie. Don't get off me. There were some funny parts, okay? Like some of the dark humor got me. I said I will admit I laughed at a few of the dark humor jokes.
Yeah.
But really the only good thing I liked about this movie was John Malkovich playing the villain in the movie.
Nice. Yeah.
Because John Malkovich always plays a good villain.
He's
does.
so good at it.
Yeah. He really
Like,
is.
You hear him talk for like 30 seconds. You're like, this guy's just fucking pure evil.
Have you guys ever heard Bill Hader's impression of John Malkovich? And then he does
I don't think so.
And then he does his impression of John Malkovich in front of him. And it's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I don't think I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah.
You look it
No,
up.
I haven't. That's awesome.
Yeah, I told Matt that this was John Malkovich doing John Malkovich shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really is.
Bird.
Yeah, he's awesome in this. John, what was your favorite thing?
This might be overly broad, but the premise of it, then I called it like a novel, not book novel, because I don't read those things, but kind of a different take on zombies, that they can come back. I don't know if that's been done before. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was different.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I'll piggyback off that because that's kind of what I said as well. And I like a lot of zombie movies, so it's kind of cool to see that this is a little different. It's not Zombieland or Shaun of the Dead, where it's not too wacky, and it's also not scary like Night of the Living Dead or Dawn of the Dead. Kind of
But
its
in
own
those
genre.
wacky movies, zombies are still zombies.
I mean,
in this wacky movie, zombies aren't zombies.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
They're having
there's
thoughts
some.
and what is the zombie? The zombies having thoughts, and now I'm just supposed to believe that whenever zombies are eating eating brains now, and all of these other zombie movies, that they're like having these visions and oh, it's so nice having these brains and seeing these memories of these other people. All right, I'm sorry.
No, I mean it's a good argument. I mean, you do have the bonies, which I don't really know if
yeah,
I
we'll
like,
get into that because
yeah.
I'm kind of in camp. I have a toe in Camp Dave on that one, where I'm like,
I do
are
too,
these
actually.
zombies really?
Yeah, I mean, I just like that we do get that though, that it is different and it's a different take on zombies.
Mhm.
And I also like how it kind of ties in Romeo and Juliet. I mean,
Yeah.
R is Romeo, right? And Julie is Juliet.
Yeah, he
you
comes
have-
to her balcony.
Yeah, he goes to her
It was
balcony.
such a ripoff.
But I'm okay with that. Like, you're allowed to. I don't know. I like when
You
get to
would,
do
you
that.
little softball. I thought it was corny, but
I know.
yeah.
But I just think that the
It's
director.
it's all for show, Lindsay.
They don't. Lindsay's a big fan, I know. Oh, and then I just said that I thought the director really did what they were trying to do and make this, a love story and a zombie story at the same time. So I think that the director aimed and succeeded in what they were doing.
Yeah, I pretty much said the same thing. I thought it was cool that it was from a zombie's point of view,
Oh yeah, that's a
and
good
just
point.
like when they're just walking around. Not that they really have thoughts, Dave, but
If they
this is
did.
their movie. This is their list,
That's
and
a
in
good
their
point.
list movie,
The inner
These zombies
monologue was pretty funny.
Oh, that's probably the best part is his inner dialogue. Like, should I eat him? Like all the things that he questions himself on doing.
Yeah, I like when
Has some of the
when he
lines.
can't communicate yet, and he's like, what he's thinking, and then what he communicates is like 2 words. He's like, or when he's with the girl, he's like, "Oh no, I'm blowing it."
Yeah.
Totally lumbers away.
Yeah, that stuff's funny. All right, least favorite thing about the movie.
Oh my.
Daniel's coming back.
Oh, hey,
Daniel's here.
Daniel's here.
You only missed one category.
You're
Oh,
muted,
yeah, no, I'm mute.
Grandpa.
Y'all must have been talking.
You're on mute, Grandpa.
You're on mute,
That's
Grandpa.
about the movie, The Makeup. The Makeup was really good.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, the makeup.
What about your least favorite thing?
Matt's the host, Eric.
Sorry.
Well, he can go first. Let's let him catch up.
Yeah.
For me, the worst thing about the movie was that it's trite and preachy a little bit. It's the zombies are, there's that scene which is like on the nose where he's walking around the airport thinking about how things used to be better, and it's just everyone staring at their phones. It's like, I get it. Zombies. We're all zombies walking around.
Which is funny because that was 11 years ago.
Yeah.
It's worse now.
What are we on? iPhone 6?
Which is a lot.
So,
They were early in the game of that.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
it
still
is.
5 years in. It's not like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and other parts too. I mean, the whole kumbaya, like, no, zombies and people coming back. It's like,
yeah, it's like when you find human connection, you come back from being a zombie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not on my phone anymore. I'm talking face to face.
Oh my god.
Well,
Daniel coming in hot.
Well, my shirt says all you need is love, so
Well, money helps too.
yeah.
yeah, it sure does.
Love and money, baby.
That's right. Speaking of money, this made a lot of money. I don't know how much though.
Thank you for that fact, Matt.
Segue.
Wow, that was just.
John?
Oh, the bonies. I
Yeah.
don't feel like they're needed. I feel like it makes the zombies less zombies. It's like, no, there's another class of super zombies. And
Yeah.
so it's like, okay, they're the real enemy. I feel like they can just piss off with the bonies and their shitty CGI too. Like, they could have just cut that out. Like, sounds like they cut out a bunch of dumb stuff from the book.
Yeah.
I don't
Daniel?
know if bonies were in the book, but bonies are my least favorite.
Daniel?
The bonies, I agree with you, John. It's like why?
Yeah.
It's like it's just why. But there's one more point that I forgot to make, and that's that the characters are named Julie and R. And
That's why I like this.
It's star-crossed lovers who be together because one's a fucking zombie and one's a human. Oh, R and J and Julie.
That's you missed my whole thing on that's why I like this.
Daniel did miss a lot, but you guys were so right. Daniel's right on my side.
I figured.
I said that part was corny too, but not.
I don't disagree that it's not corny. I agree
Right,
that
yeah.
it's corny, but I'm okay with corny, I guess.
Right. You like
Right,
corny
yeah.
in romantic stuff, and I like corny in like action stuff. So we each have our own,
Yeah.
things where we
I'm-
accept corny. But
I'm just mad at what they did to zombies, Daniel. My whole argument is I'm mad at what they did to zombies and what a zombie is supposed to be. A brain dead corpse that doesn't have thoughts.
Oh yeah, I agree, Julie.
Yeah, and I thought the plot was goofy. And just stole from Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, that was kind of the point, but yeah.
I know.
My least favorite thing was
Quit it.
also
Make
was
a zombie
also-
movie. Not a
my
half
least
zombie
favorite
movie.
thing was also what John had, and that was the bonies. I thought it was kind of unnecessary.
And if you change the Y to an R,
Yeah.
That would have been way better.
I just don't. I just don't think they're necessary, and I also don't think there's much of an explanation. Like there's just not really much to it, so I just don't see the point of it.
Yeah, like
Just add-
the whole explanation is like a fragment of a sentence.
Right.
It's like they gave up. Well, I
Yeah,
guess that's a full sentence, but it's not.
but still,
they'll eat anything with a heartbeat.
it's just to make something like to add danger to the plot, basically. But we don't really need that.
Yeah, the only thing remotely useful it does is make the humans and zombies bond.
Come together,
They,
sure,
like,
but
come
they
their
didn't need
rescue
that
them,
to
even
come
though
together.
They don't really need to, but then they
No.
say at the end, like, "Oh, we bonded over killing them all," And
Which
I'm
is
like,
kind of funny.
That's real fucked up after this heartwarming love story.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny though. That whole line or that whole dialogue is kind of funny. Like what do you say? Like we beat the shit out of him or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny. So
Yeah, I think that
at
was
some
the
point.
point.
I need to stop taking it so seriously. Probably.
Yeah, well, I think that was their point on that. Eric, what
Yeah.
was your least favorite thing?
Eating brains. He just like kept the brain material in his pocket or some shit like that, and he just bring it out. It was gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
pocketed
also
it.
creepy too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
he
like
did it.
this girl. I'm gonna steal. It's a lot like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like
He did
I'm
it.
going to steal this
Don't
guy's
you?
memories.
Oh
and
yeah,
use
it
to
does.
seduce this girl.
It does kind of.
Yeah.
Don't you like that movie though?
Yeah, I think that movie's great.
I actually,
did think-
I'm not a fan of that movie.
He was shooting up heroin.
I did think that was one of the most interesting parts of this movie is that he eats her boyfriend and they fall in love.
Yeah, I think that's kind of. I feel like there's a part where when she's like, "Yeah, I kind of accepted that this would happen," and I'm like, "There's not really much feeling there. Like she must have been dead already in terms of."
Oh, well,
James
like her
Franco.
friend said, there's limited people to date, so she might have just been
Oh, that's a good point.
hanging
Yeah.
on with them because they're in a cloistered society and there's
Yeah,
no
that's a
one
good
else.
point. Way to bring logic into it. All right,
Yeah.
next category. Who won the movie?
Dave won the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Why did I win?
Because you love this movie so much. It's your new favorite movie. You got a new favorite movie. No,
Dave.
R1. R1. Yeah.
I mean anybody, but yeah, Dave.
Yeah. I
You want me
agree.
to go now.
Sure.
Isaac, I said Isaac Marion, the writer of Warm Bodies, his best-selling novel got turned into a movie, even though
Yeah.
it wasn't very good. And damn him for what he did to zombies.
I said Love won the movie.
Oh. Hey Matt, what's your shirt say?
Movie Podium. Go to moviepodium.net and thanks to all our Patreon
Get
supporters.
yourself an All You Need Is Love shirt.
Yeah.
Get yourself an All You Need Is Love shirt that says the movie podium and actually just has our logo on it too.
Yeah. We'll supply you with a movie podium shirt and you can write whatever you want on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also thanks to our Patreon supporters. and
Yes. Thank
all
you.
they do.
Dankeschön.
Wherever that banner is. Daniel?
I have two things. Number one, did John say cloistered earlier?
He did. Oh, there we go.
Does he have a clear mind for this episode?
Did you see his subtitle?
That's what I'm saying. He dropped out cloistered.
He's like 80 years old, dude.
That's a college word, Eric. That's not a
Uh,
regular word.
Speaking
Okay.
of old men words, Al Michaels said they can make the scoreboard look like a pinball machine, and I thought, oh, that's almost an obsolete phrase.
Anywho,
Pinball's
what
awesome.
The movie was Lionsgate because they made $78 million off this movie.
Oh, so you
Dang.
did know how much.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yeah, Matt
it
told
was
us
like-
that they made a lot of money, but he didn't know how much.
Yeah, it was 35. The budget was 35, and the box office was 117.
Dang. All
Nice.
right. Not bad.
Nice research, Daniel.
Yeah.
Stepping in for Mayhew with the facts.
Yeah.
That was one fact.
And he missed all my facts.
Yeah.
That was one fact, and Matt actually does research for the whole movie.
Yeah.
I did this research literally after Matt said it made a lot of sense. I was like, how
Yeah, I knew that's right.
I thought that was coincidental.
No.
Nope. This was inspired by our
Right.
fearless leader.
Next category. Well, I do that from time to time. I wish I could look up things right now because there are things that you could look up, like the Bill Hader thing, because you could share a screen. Anyways, next category: favorite song moment or score scene. There are a lot to pick from on this category. You can't deny that, Dave.
Yes, there were a lot of good music.
Yeah, there were some good tunes in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Eric, do you want to go first?
Sure. Bruce Springsteen, Hungry Heart.
Yeah. That was mine.
The boss.
Anytime I get to listen to the boss in a movie, I'm down.
It's definitely a mic drop or a needle drop scene. I mean,
Yeah.
literally when she puts it on the record. The other one I had was "Missing You" by John Waite. How it plays a few times. That song's
Yeah.
a good one too.
You sappy suckers. Mine was "Oh Pretty Woman" by Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whenever they're
Yeah.
trying to clean him up,
Yeah.
it's like putting makeup on a pig.
You can't polish a turd. Daniel,
Mythbuster says you can.
I know we've been over this.
Well,
Then stop
Steve
using
Tanner-
that obsolete phrase.
I'm
Steve
only
Tanner
using it
is
because
gonna put that idiom to bed.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Mr. Franklin taught us that, so I won't ever put that in to bed. Mr. Franklin knows all, right?
Hey, it's
I think so.
Based on our group chat. Daniel?
He had one good point.
You remember that point forever.
I said, "Rock You Like a Hurricane."
Yeah.
Me too. Bump the biscuit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
When they're walking all slow mo.
It's the slow. Yeah, all badass, but they're still slow walking.
And I also like the Midnight, was it M83 Midnight City? That song was really popular at this time. The song after Pretty Woman plays when he
Yeah.
like walks out. That
Oh,
song is
yeah.
sweet. It's a cool like 80s vibe song.
Yeah.
All right, next category. Does this movie get made now? I think this category could be put to bed in some ways. I think it could be made. I don't think there's any reason not to. It's not antiquated. Like Daniel said, it might even be more relevant now with the way people are on their phones and how everybody's divided. I mean, there's a lot that could be said about this movie that might have some commentary. So, I mean, yeah, I think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
especially with that budget. You know, it's not like this was some huge budget movie. Like,
Yeah.
you go in with a low budget. You know, you film this movie. Like, the themes are universal. I mean,
Yeah.
people used to think that like listening to the radio turned you into a zombie, and before that, it was reading fiction turned you into a zombie. Like,
Well, both
people
of those
been-
things are
people been
true.
Doing this, oh, the younger generation so stupid because they spend their time doing X for.
Yeah, I think I saw a funny photo of like people waiting on a train, and it's like everyone's got their head in a newspaper.
Yeah, right. What was I watching there? Oh, I can't remember what it was now, but Cohen asked me today, what do they mean when they say it'll rot your brain? And I had to explain that. I can't remember what we were watching, and it just came up. But yeah, you're right.
Television.
You're right. That same concept keeps coming up and up. I do think there's something to some of it, but I don't think it's in the same way that the trope is supposed to be commentating on.
Yeah. Social media has made it worse with the addictive nature of it.
100%.
Scroll forever.
100%.
People have been saying like that turns you into a zombie since someone decided to take a rock and make it into a circle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it is crazy. I mean, how often do you find yourself looking at your phone and you're like, I'm looking at my phone. Like, you don't even realize you're looking at your phone. Isn't it scary?
Yeah.
And then you look at your screen time and you're like, holy shit, I've been looking at my phone for 3 hours a day. That's terrifying. So it's there, but you're right. People have been saying that forever. So yeah, I do think this movie gets made. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the zombie craze has sort of teetered off.
A little bit.
I mean, you could always bring it back. All it takes is one good zombie movie.
Yeah.
Sure. Next category. Favorite line from the movie.
I think before we do that, speaking of good zombie movies, I have my top 5 zombie movies.
Nice.
Number 5, Dawn of the Dead, the OG.
That's the ball, right?
Yes.
Was that second one after Night of the Living Dead?
I don't know. Night of the Living Dead was 68.
Yes.
And Dawn of the Dead was 78.
And then Day.
Number 4, Zombieland.
Yeah. I love that movie.
That's number
I
1.
like it.
Number 3, Resident Evil.
Okay.
Love that movie.
Never heard of it.
Have you seen the new one? The one that's supposed to be more like the game?
I think, but I'd have to watch it again to remember anything from it. But then I'd have seen it. 2, Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
That movie,
Why is that not number 1? What is number? Okay.
Because number 1 is the greatest zombie movie of all time. 28 Days
28
Later.
days later. Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering if that would be on there.
That's the movie. That's the one that has the dude pushing his thumbs through the dude's eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that scene messed me up.
That's a pretty dark movie.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
It's really good.
Not like it.
Yeah.
No.
I did. I heard they're making a sequel that is called 28 years later.
They've already made a sequel. It
Okay.
was 28 weeks later.
Oh, okay. Another one then. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then they're making another one after that. Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah. 28
Shaun
days
of
later
the
is
Dead
awesome.
Is the perfect blend of zombie and comedy.
See, I would prefer
Zombie.
I go with Zombieland.
Comedy.
I go with Zombieland over Shaun of the Dead. But
I think I'm with Dave
Glenn
here.
Harris.
But yeah.
I think I might be the only Zombieland then.
Yeah.
The music
Well, I
in
like
Zombieland.
Zombieland. I think Zombieland is really funny. I
Yeah.
just prefer Shaun of the Dead as well.
Sure.
Matt, what's your favorite line from the movie?
My favorite line, thanks for asking. I like when R is telling himself, say something human, say something human. And he goes, how are you? And then he goes, nailed it.
Nailed it.
Like that stuff's funny. Like the inner dialogue stuff is hilarious. John?
I don't know if these are the same line, but they're really close together. It's right before Scorpions kicks off, and R says to M, "Help, exhume."
Yeah.
And then all the zombies that's with M grunt. He turns and he's like, "They said, fuck yeah." And Scorpion hits.
Nice. Daniel?
Mine's at the very end of the movie where the friend zombie is holding up the umbrella for the woman. and he calls her pretty, and then she doesn't say anything, and then he goes, "You're supposed to call me pretty too."
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that would be something you would say. Like,
Yeah, it's in a one-way street, lady.
Eric.
I had a couple. I'll go with, this is my best friend. By best friend, I mean we occasionally grunt and stare awkwardly at each other.
Nice. Dave.
I'm lonely. I'm lost. I mean, I'm literally lost. I've never been to this part of the airport before.
Yeah, I also like when R's telling Julie about her overreacting of being a zombie, and he's like, too much.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
acting like a zombie from the '60s movies.
Yeah.
Also, don't be creepy. Don't be creepy. Don't be creepy.
Yeah.
Is a line that I've told myself before.
And then he just stares at her, which is something I do. Maybe we were all a little R in us, or there is a little R in us. I think that's pretty
I
cool.
thought we were going to a different place. I was like,
That too.
oh, okay. You're not gonna finish it. Okay, you're talking about the character.
Yeah. Oh no! Wow, now I get it. What you're saying.
I was
Well,
like,
Wow. All right, blind rankings. You ready for it?
Ooh.
Give me.
Yeah.
I gotta get the whiteboard.
All right, get the whiteboard. Let's do
So for the audio listeners, this is the part of the show that we're doing where we have a video playing. We don't know what the category is, but producer Kelly has written down, or has given us 6 different characters or items, and we have to rank them without knowing what they are. But we do know.
I had to count to 5.
6.
What?
Yeah, no, but I wrote 1, 2, 3, 5.
Well,
I'm a very stupid man.
that is not how you do it.
I'll stick with I'll keep my comments off air.
That's what I wanted. Yeah.
See 2 minutes ago, but yeah. Yeah. So we have a category. We don't know what they are. So everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone ready?
I'm
Here we go.
ready.
Yes, I put the floor.
Okay. What's our category? Fictional characters you would have by your side in an apocalypse.
Oh, nice.
Oh my. This is specific. Darth Vader. Oh man.
Yeah,
Vadar.
that's gotta be up.
Vader.
Wait a second. Number
I know.
6.
Ooh, that's tough though. He's
Kelly ain't
tough.
no nerd like us, so we can forgive her.
Yeah, but that's a strong one. For
Okay, I put Vader at 3.
Oh yeah, I meant 2.
Vader.
Mark Tilden.
Okay, next one. Harry Potter. Ooh.
I think Hermione would be more helpful.
Yeah,
Harry Potter only knows one spell.
Right.
but he's good at that one spell.
I'm also not a big.
I got Harry Potter at 6.
I got
Loser.
Potter at 2.
I got Potter
Oh.
at 4.
Eric, you're a big.
Harry Potter nowhere. He wouldn't be fun to hang out with.
No, not really.
That's what I'm going with.
Oh, Batman. Oh, okay. Well, I've painted myself into a corner, but Batman is number 1.
Batman is number 1. Batman is the perfect human specimen.
Batman's
No,
number.
he's got 3 left. I keep putting.
I got Batman at 2.
Okay. Let's
Just 'cause I
see.
don't know if he'd be a
Gotta
good
find the
hang.
sweet spot.
That's what I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
Who's this Batman picture? Who picks the Batman picture where he's holding guns?
Captain America.
See, now Captain America is number 3. Yeah, number 3.
I I got him at 6.
I think he's in
What?
I got Cap at number 5.
I got him at 3.
At
He's
3,
wrong.
okay.
In wartime, he's gonna know how to survive.
That's true.
America is its.
That's a good point.
Ooh, Dave's got it 6 too. Matt, what was yours?
I got him at 5.
5, okay.
Yeah.
5.
James Bond.
No, Kevin.
Yeah, I would like
Dang
to
it, I wish
put
it
Bond
was
lower
six.
actually, but 4 is my lowest spot.
James Bond, number
I
6.
got Bond at 4.
Yep. I got James Bond at number 6.
He's a
I got
spy.
Bond at number 3.
Yeah.
He's nothing
Spy.
without the
He goes
agency behind
undercover
him.
in hoity-toity
I really.
restaurant.
Okay.
Based off
At
of
least
Number
he'll drink.
3.
experience,
At least he'll
leaving
drink
number
with
1
you.
open
Oh, this has got to be my number
is
1.
not good.
Yeah.
Katniss Everdeen.
And
Oh.
Okay.
That's my number 1. I'll take it.
I mean, I guess
There's-
purposely
There are
written
reasons.
that-
Katniss
I mean,
is
if you're trying to survive
number
an
4.
apocalypse with a babe,
No notes.
I only had.
I'm good with
Man.
this list.
I left 1 open.
Okay.
Batman knows everything. Darth Vader has powers. Captain America survived in a war. Harry Potter has magic. Katniss knows some stuff. And James Bond just bangs chicks and shoots people in buildings. That's
Yeah, I think we can all agree that James Bond would not be very good in an apocalypse.
My only thing with
I
him
mean, he does
is
have
that
survival skills.
He'd
True.
at least be a good drinker.
Yeah, he would.
So I'm
I mean,
thinking from
Well,
this
what
from a
about when he
different
goes through
perspective.
withdrawal, man? When he's shaking like Kevin.
Who would I want to hang out with the most? Katniss.
Well, of course, she's the only lady on here.
Yeah, but it's not who would you want to hang out with.
All
It's
right.
who would you pick to survive.
Well, maybe there's downtime to hang out.
Is that what it
you know?
said?
I don't know.
Who would you want to have
Right.
beside you or
Oh,
with you?
beside you? Okay, so
Right.
you can take that any way you want. For
Yeah.
me,
Correct.
I'm trying
I
to survive.
abbreviated this
Yeah.
category to apocalypse.
I'm not gonna
Fun,
survive.
which is spelled perfectly, by the way.
Y'all,
John,
y'all
that
have-
is
y'all have love on your minds from watching this romantic comedy. You're trying to fall in love while there's a goddamn apocalypse.
Yeah, maybe
Katniss was 5 for me,
Katniss being
Dave.
number 1 was on purpose. I don't
John
know.
and I have Katniss, and actually,
Daniel,
John,
don't act
what's
like
yours?
you wouldn't fall in love with Batman.
No. Yeah.
Well, Bruce is dreamy. He's got those blue eyes,
yeah.
that chiseled jaw.
Also, John, I think whenever you open a dispensary, it should be called Apocalypse Buds.
Dispensary / disc golf store.
That's pretty
John's
good.
deep earthly laughter at that was so fucking funny.
Well, thanks, Kelly. That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you, Callie.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kelly.
that was a fun one.
Yeah, I'm good with my
Bye,
list. Bye, John.
Bye, John.
Hello,
I'm
John.
fairly okay with my list.
Oh, we didn't even do introductions. I think Daniel, not having Daniel here kind of threw that off. I just realized we didn't introduce.
We didn't.
Oh,
Uh,
well.
our audience, not
Hello,
know who
John.
you are.
Everyone knows John.
Well, next category then. Most rewatchable scene.
What are we doing?
Are we?
I don't know.
I said-
Is he rebooting?
Yeah.
Oh, his mic went off.
No, I said John.
Didn't
Oh,
hear John.
none of us heard
that.
it.
None of us heard it.
That's why we were all
Okay.
standing here like,
And then so you probably thought I was just acting,
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what's John doing?
which I was just doing on my own.
John, what's the most rewatchable scene?
So I guess this is more of an A/B repeat. It's the dolly zoom shot where they're like, he's ours been shot and he's bleeding, and they're like, he's bleeding. Corpses don't bleed. And they do
Yeah.
the dolly zoom on John Malkovich.
John Malkovich.
Malkovich.
I also think there's a funny quote in there too, and he's like, what did she say? Like, does it hurt? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when they're driving away and he's bleeding.
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you still bleeding?" And he's like, "Yeah, good."
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
For
it's
being
good to feel
alive,
this
he
pain
really
again.
undersold that gunshot that he took to the chest.
That's
He
true.
was- Oh,
It was
yeah.
shoulder, right?
Yeah, it
He-
was shoulder.
I
like
thought
here.
he supposedly came back to life after he saved her whenever they leapt from the building. Because, like, they
Yeah,
come to,
That's when he came back
they
life.
kiss, and his eyes turn regular blue again.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be just a normal person at that point, correct?
Yeah, I would say so.
He really undersold that gunshot.
What was your most rewatchable scene, Dave?
The scene where Julie attempts to escape, runs into a bunch of zombies, and then has to pretend to be dead and does a terrible job at it.
Yep.
Yeah. She's making sounds as she's doing it.
Yeah.
It was definitely better than the ninja one.
What was that for?
For the blind rankings.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The ninja.
Excuse Eric. He's a little slow.
That's true.
Eric,
We
what
all
was
know
your-
this.
What was your most watchable scene?
When they were falling out of the stadium into the water.
The
Nice.
water.
The water.
Podium.
Podium. That's my podium of scenes.
Daniel wasn't here for that either. Daniel, what was your most rewatchable scene?
My most rewatchable scene is the scene that I was like, "Oh, this movie might be interesting," and then it wasn't. It's when R gets shot. I was like, "Oh, are they gonna?"
That was at the end.
No, he just survives and they get a happy ending. I was like,
Right,
"Oh,
yeah.
yeah, kill
That
him."
would have been a really good.
It
Like-
wasn't when the zombie was driving a car.
Hey,
That wasn't when you were like, "Oh, I can
don't
give
steal
my
my most rewatchable.
Oh,
That was my most rewatchable though.
spoiler strikes again.
I mean, I just like when R takes the wheel and it's like,
Yeah, he's
It's
very
like-
bad at driving.
yeah.
It was funny when he wrecked it in the garage at the end when there's all that
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
She's like, "This was a nice car."
And I thought this was a good happy movie. I thought it was a good choice for that. I mean, we watch a lot of sad movies, so I wanted to make sure it was not sad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just never seen it, and like that scene was just like, "Oh my god, are they gonna do something interesting?"
No.
And then it was just like, "No, this is a
No.
happy movie." I was like, "Okay, all right." I didn't hate this movie, by the way. I know it seems like I hate it, but I came in at least favorite part, and then got on a
No.
roll.
All right. Well, the next one should be good. Most likely to be the off-screen drunk. Is he here?
Oh, it's Kevin.
Okay, that's your cue.
Oh, there we go.
But maybe John Malkovich? Nah.
Maybe.
Nah, it's
That's
Kevin.
what I had.
Yeah, I had Dad.
Mhm. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the leader of them. He's hoarding the booze.
He's all sad because he blew his wife's head off.
Is that mic too fancy for you?
Yeah. I said, you okay, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good. It keeps modulating where it takes it down. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Go ahead, Eric.
I had Perry, the one who saw his dad get killed.
Oh yeah,
Or had to kill. No, he didn't kill his dad, but he saw his dad.
turned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I thought
Totally
you were
killed
talking
his
about
dad.
Saturn.
Perry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the rings of Saturn turn their back into a
Perry Saturn?
book.
Yeah, Perry Saturn, the
Yeah.
professional wrestler, part of
Yeah.
Raven's flock.
Yeah.
Eventually had a love affair with a mop.
Yeah.
I remember he had to wear a dress for a while.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perry
Um,
Saturn.
I said his friend M, Just because he has middle-aged man vibes,
Yeah. 100%.
and none of them can remember what happened, so they probably just, yeah, they don't have any
Well,
memories. Pretty
He
sad.
did have the muscle memory to reach up like he needed to take the check when they were sitting at the
Oh,
bar being
yeah.
best friends, remember? He goes
Yeah,
like,
that's right. All right, next category. Casting our friends. Daniel?
I have 3. I have Julie, who is Dave, because hot. Psych. It's actually Kevin, because Kevin would be like, this zombie's a pretty nice guy. So in that reality, the zombie would then bite Kevin, and we would all be like, why the fuck were you trusting a zombie, bro?
We told you.
Don't get near it.
Really nice whenever I was talking to him. We worked really well together, and I thought
He's a good guy.
I have R as Matt because he's a hopeless romantic.
That's fair.
Matt would be trying to play music for a girl that he saved and then took captive somehow.
Fair.
Tales old as time.
Tales old as time. Yeah, you got
Another
me.
story about a woman being held captive by a man with power over her who could kill her. Lots of Stockholm syndrome going on.
Oh,
Beauty
yeah.
and the Beast, a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why Lindsay likes this.
And then for the dad, I had me because he's so angry and he just wants to shoot people. He's just like, just shoot him. It's like, can't we come up with another way? Just shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way.
Oh yeah. Just very coldly. He's like, "There's been a change of plan."
Nice. Anybody else?
I had. Oh, wait, sorry. Daniel, is that all?
Yeah, that's it. I only had 3.
I only had one that I just thought of. I said Kevin is Perry because Perry was the one who was like, we can't leave. We have to do our job here. We have our orders. And that's just straight up Kevin. Like, we can't leave until this job's done.
Yeah.
No matter if the zombies are coming.
Right. Yeah. I had the same casting. Kevin is Perry.
Same. So did I. He's a good soldier.
Right. Yeah.
I had Matt as Perry because he kind of looks like Dave Franco.
People don't forget.
I have Eric as M because bald.
I knew you were going that route.
Yep.
I have John as R because a young John very much resembles Nicholas Hoult, and
Yeah,
it
I could
just
see that.
seeing him like linger and like more, it just reminded me of John.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I got Daniel as Julie because she's so goddamn moody in this movie. I have Kevin as the character named Kevin, who is just like nobody in this movie. He's just the guy that is just following orders to the girl's dad.
Yeah, that's the one that like has to. He's like, you can't come in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have to scan
He's
Right.
the
you.
one always following the rules and telling them that they can't come in or whatever.
She's like, "It's me, Julie."
And then I have myself as Nora because hot.
Yeah, Nora. Does anybody know where we got Nora's, or where they got Nora from, or what her background was before movies? Does anybody
No.
remember that?
Is that she was the one that was in Crazy Stupid Love, right?
Yeah, she's the babysitter in that, and she's
Yeah.
also in the Spider-Man movies. Daniel, Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man movies?
The third one. She lives across in the apartment. She like lives across the way from Peter. She like takes care of somebody like her grandma or something. But she got her start in America's Top Model.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think somehow they found her and put her in Spider-Man 3, and then she became an actress from there.
Oh, Hey, I just had a thought about Kevin. Because he's such a rule follower. If he was in a frat, he would be the door guy. Everyone else would be inside having a good time, and he'd be like,
Also,
who do you know here? All right, $20.
that's awesome. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I had Kevin as Dave Franco as well. Let's see, who else did I have? I couldn't put anybody as R. Like I felt like it was like we were saying, it's kind of a little bit of everybody. I saw John at times. I saw Daniel being awkward sometimes. I saw me being the hopeless roommate. Like kind of a little bit of all of us.
Yeah.
I said, but I did say M ended up. I had Daniel because of that scene at the end, which he already called. That's totally a Daniel line.
That is a meal.
Now you say it back.
And the only other casting I had Cody as the dad, of course, being the militant one that doesn't trust anybody or anything and doesn't have a heart. Do what's necessary, right? So I had Cody as John Malkovich. All right,
Nice.
next category.
I didn't get to cast.
Oh, sorry, John. I thought you
It
did.
matched basically a few of you. I had Eric as M, not just for the baldness, but as the friend who shows up and plows over some bonies in a baggage. He's always there for you to grunt at.
Yep.
Daniel I had as Malkovich. Cody could be this too, but definitely they could play the part of. And when Daniel's in like risk mode, this is Daniel. He's like, it's cold Daniel. He's like, no, we need to shut this invasion down.
Cold Daniel.
That is true. When I get to playing some games like Risk, it is very much like,
Oh yeah, he
like-
knows what needs to be done.
I don't care. I don't care if this is your first game. You are advantageous to me, so I'm going to take advantage of it.
So Dave is Julie, not just because hot, but because of how like whatever she is at the beginning. She's like, yeah, whatever, I'll go on this whatever rite of passage quest to gather supplies, and she's not really like committed to the cause. She's just a feather in the wind. Finding zombie love.
That's a good answer.
Russell said that Daniel is savage at Risk. Or is a savage.
Elvis Perry, which we've
Elvis Perry is so funny.
all right, you may proceed now. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank
Nice.
you for those kind words. Yeah.
Oh wait, Matt, I ran out of castings, and you're R. Forgot about that one.
Fair enough. And Kevin would probably attest to Daniel's fun Risk movements as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next category. Is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? I only went 3. I had Nicholas Hoult, Teresa Palmer, and John Malkovich on this one. I would say yes to Nicholas Hoult. He's had a pretty good decade, but I would say this was one of his bigger roles. I said this, and then also The Beast in the X-Men movies.
Oh, Beast. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking Beauty and the Beast, not. Yeah. I was like, he played
Beast.
that? And then I was like, oh, no.
No, Hank.
The blue guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, as Daniel or Dave said earlier, Nuts and Mad Max.
Nux.
Nux.
See, but I counted all the X-Men movies, so I said no for him.
Oh, you played
Oh,
a
you
Kevin.
roll,
You
David.
played.
You played a Kevin?
Oh, you roll.
So he also played Renfield in a movie called Renfield with our boy or my boy Nick Cage. I haven't seen yet, and so I'm kind of sad I haven't. He also
Me
played.
either.
Yeah,
But
I haven't.
I really wanted to see that movie.
Me too.
Because Nick Cage and the guy who played John Ralphio in Parks and Rec is in that movie.
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know his name. I can't remember his name, but he's hilarious.
Here, I'll look it up real quick.
And then he's also in he plays J.R. Tolkien in a
Ben
J.R.
Schwartz. Sorry,
What is it?
Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he also plays a J.R.R. Tolkien, or he plays J.R.R. Tolkien in a movie, self-titled movie that I haven't seen yet.
I wanted to see that
cool.
one too. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, so he's been in a lot of cool stuff. Just haven't seen all of it, but Renfield is definitely on my list. Next we have Teresa Palmer. I said no. She was in Take Me Home Tonight. Did you guys ever see that one?
No, I did
but
not.
I remember it. It was like an 80s movie, right?
Yeah,
Like a
80s
big black
movie.
She was in the Point Break remake.
After the Eddie Money song.
She was. Yeah, right, exactly. And, Eric from That 70s Show is in it as well, and he's great in that. Like him and her, and it's really funny.
Don't you mean the amazing Topher Grace
Topher Grace, yeah.
as Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 3?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. And then she's also in, let's see, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, which was around this time. I liked her in that a lot. And then also her probably most critically acclaimed role or movie was Hacksaw Ridge with Andrew Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been in some stuff. I said no to this for her on this.
I said yes just because I didn't know that she was in all those other things.
Also fair. And then last is John Malkovich.
I would say no.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no.
He has a
I would say
movie
no.
named after him.
Yeah. And that's definitely on it too.
Oh, and have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
Being John Malkovich?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's wild.
It's definitely wild. It's a wild ride for sure. He's also been up for he's had 2 cases, or he's been up for 2 supporting actor roles. One being, was it? In The Line of Fire was one of them. That was a pretty good movie that he was up for best supporting actor.
I was just Googling his movies to be sure, and I didn't see that. You know how Google does some shit where they hide random movies.
Yeah. Well, IMDb does that sometimes too, where it says this is what they're known for, and you're like,
Did he have a limited role in that or something?
no, he was up for supporting actor.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No, it's not. It's just, I think it maybe just it's been a while since he's been in that, so people now
It's been a
looking
while.
him up don't know him for that.
If I share my screen, will it play this video?
Should.
I think so.
Make sure you share window or tab or whatever so you can hear audio. Whatever selection that is.
So don't have a full screen?
No, you can do. You don't have to have a full screen, but it tells you which one does sound.
We're doing this on the fly. This is nerve-wracking.
Tells you which one. Also share tab audio.
There you go.
There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
Can you guys see it?
We can see it.
I can be John Malkovich.
I'm sorry?
Hello. My name is John Malkovich.
I don't sound anything like that.
No, you sound exactly like this.
No, I don't.
Evando, doesn't he sound like this? Yes.
It's really good.
Hey, John Malkovich. Hey, John Malkovich. John Malkovich. John Malkovich.
That's solid.
Yeah,
spot
that's
on.
good.
And we can't not talk about Con Air for a second. Cyrus the Virus, definitely on his podium for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add.
I was gonna say, no.
he's just, or it's just a no. I mean, he's just, he's
Agreed.
just such an accomplished guy.
Yep, I would agree.
You doing okay over there, Matt?
Oh yeah. All right, last category. And we're finally back on our timeline. So we ask, does this podium in the year 2013? Go Daniel first.
Oh, I was just doing the macho man. No, this does not make my podium. But it is outside looking in because I saw like 6 movies this year. And this makes number 6. So I had seen 5 movies this year before this.
Wow. That's crazy.
So number 3 is Man of Steel. It is so close to being a really good Superman movie. It's so close. But it just does not get the heart of Superman. But it's still like a pretty entertaining watch. And watching it since I watched it in 2013, I have a new appreciation for it. It's just not, on the level of the original.
Sure.
Number 2, I have This Is the End. I thought that movie was hilarious. Watching celebrities play terrible versions of themselves is just very funny to me. And like all those guys are just dirtbags in that movie, and it's so funny. It's just so funny to me.
Yeah.
And then number 1 is Star Trek Into Darkness, because give me some Star Trek.
Yeah.
Not a whole bunch of Star Trek, but give me some Star Trek. Pardon.
Nice.
But yeah, they brought back Khan, which was like crazy.
Yeah.
Who?
Khan!
Khan.
Thank you. Nice. Also, anybody in the chat or who's watching, if you want to give your podium, your favorite movies from the year 2013, please do. Any ones that we forget, or if you agree with any of them, don't be afraid or shy to shout out movies that you liked from this year. There was a lot of movies. I don't know if I'd say good, but there are a ton of movies that I saw this year that were decent. But
I was looking through them and I was like, this is a really bad year for movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought there were several I liked. There were several I saw that were bad. But
yeah, I saw
lots
a
of
lot
sequels.
movies. Oh yeah,
Also.
a lot of sequels. Yeah, definitely. Eric, what about you?
I said no. My number 3 is Inside Llewyn Davis.
Mm-hmm.
The movie about a folk singer-songwriter. Number 2 is Frozen, because I do want to build a snowman.
Nice.
And then number 1, I'm going to go with Daniel, Star Trek Into Darkness.
Wow.
Because that Star Trek reboot is so freaking cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Lindsay says, about time. It did come out in 2013. So nice. It's a very good movie. Dave, what about you?
No. Outside Looking In, Man of Steel. Number 3, Iron Man 3. Number 2, American Hustle.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Wolf on Wall Street.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3
was outside looking in for me. I've watched that movie so much. I don't know if it's the best movie, but I'm highly entertained by it.
I went Iron Man 3 just because I had seen it.
Is that the one where he summons like all the different suits?
Yeah, the Iron Man Armada.
And then doesn't like Gwyneth Paltrow get in a suit or something?
No, she's on fire.
Oh.
Because she gets the extremist virus.
Sounds a bit wild.
It's the better of the 2 Marvel movies that came out that year.
What was the other one?
Thor 2.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder
where did that rank on the Thor scale?
Not great.
Thor 2 is just
Electric Boogaloo.
nothing movie out there. It's just nothing. Like Thor 1 at least like had some heart to it. Like Thor 2 is just like
Electric Boogaloo.
Thor 2 Electric Boogaloo. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, pretty rough.
Thor 2 Electric Boogaloo got a negative 0.34. Thor.
Whoa!
Negative 0.3 Thor.
That's
Really?
big.
Yeah.
That's close.
It's a lot closer than it should be.
Well,
Oh, wait.
also
I
think
thought you
that
said
Thor movie
negative
should be probably
3.4. I'm an idiot.
What?
John thought you said 3.4.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
thought 3.4, not
Negative 0.3 Thor. So
Okay.
it's 6.7 on IMDb.
Yeah.
That's too high.
I
But
agree.
No such
speaking of
thing,
high,
Matthew.
John, the
What?
most high. What's your list?
So this is not on my podium. Wolf of Wall Street's outside looking in for me, but I have. I know what my number one is. I think I'm going to have American Hustle on the bronze, Dallas Buyers Club at the silver,
Nice.
and gold is Rush for me.
Nice.
I never saw Rush.
Rush is awesome.
Yeah.
That's the one with Chris
Also,
Tucker,
I don't
right?
think I ever
Rush
saw
Hour?
the Star Trek reboot. So I think I'm going to have to watch that if you
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You need to.
Do you have you seen the first one?
I think so.
Okay.
I have
the
to
first
point
one's
this
really
out. I
good.
appreciate this, Russell.
Is that the fantasy football
It is.
championship
Yeah.
belt?
That's right.
You just had to rub salt in the wound, didn't you?
It is. You know what's funny though? The name still says Danny 8 Stacks. 2020 was the last time we updated that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I guess you
think
need to get a
Tommy's
label
going
maker and update it.
I'm sure we have one. Kelly
Is that
probably
the
has a
name
label
that's
maker.
sticking to it, like the Lombardi Trophy?
Danny 8 Stacks.
the Danny 8 Stack Memorial Championship.
Oh my god. All right. So all right, my outside looking in was Rush. I'm glad John mentioned it. I really like Rush. It's entertaining.
They're a
Also-
sick band.
Yeah.
They are.
Kevin
Damn,
doesn't
that's
like
in.
Rush.
Kevin.
Who?
Kevin
Yeah, Kevin doesn't like Rush. Kevin, okay, hold on. Let me interrupt. Kevin says that Neil Peart
Oh, God,
overplays in Rush. Rush is a prog band.
Yeah,
Prog
right.
music is meant to display musicianship. So that's kind of the point, Kevin.
Yeah.
I hope you listen to this.
Dude,
Yeah.
just-
He will.
I'm gonna modify a line from Talladega Nights where they say, "Just say you like really thin pancakes." And I'm gonna-
Yeah. That's right.
I don't like prog rock.
And I also, outside looking in, I would say Dallas Buyers Club. My number
Yeah.
3 is what Lindsay mentioned here, is About Time. Really good movie. Also a love story. Sucker for those, you know. But it's really good. My number 2 is
Mention that.
what?
It's about time someone mentioned that.
My number 2 is Spectacular Now, which is also like kind of a high school love movie with Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller, who I always like. He's funny, somewhat charming, but still kind of a jerk like
Good
us.
in Top Gun and War Dogs.
Yeah, he's good in pretty much everything. My number 1 actually hasn't been mentioned either, is Prisoners. With
I've never
Hugh
seen
Jack-
that.
Very good movie with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, that's Les Miserables.
Not
Did that come out this year?
Matt, did Matt just do a podium list of all movies we've never heard of?
Tried to.
He's
Actually,
he's
maybe?
achieved his final form.
Trust me though,
Movie snob Matt.
Well,
you guys
Okay.
probably what is it? Oh, Les Mis. You
Yeah.
guys probably wouldn't like the first or the bottom 2, but you would definitely like Prisoners. It's not a happy movie, but
well,
It's a-
Eric wouldn't
it's a-
like it then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
neither is Dallas Buyers.
Eric would like
Club.
About Time. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
My number 3 is About Time. You guys haven't heard of it.
I didn't say that. Lindsay said.
You guys wouldn't like it. That's what you said.
Well, if you didn't like this because of it being a love story, then you probably wouldn't like About Time.
Matt's just trying to expand our
Hey, I
minds.
like some rom-coms. I like that one that we did. with
Wow.
Sydney Sweeney's boobs.
Oh yeah, I did too, actually.
Which was also based on Shakespeare. I didn't,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
it
don't know how
was.
much this one was supposed to be based on Shakespeare.
I mean,
was. It
yeah,
was.
it was.
Okay.
M is Mercutio, right?
Okay. I was trying to
And
figure out.
I feel like there's a P for Perry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
For me,
but-
this one just like it didn't land it for me.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do this
Matt, turn your mic down.
don't like half.
Turn it down.
Yes.
Well, it keeps going down automatically. I don't know what's going on.
I have a problem with things going down my own self.
I don't even know how to interpret that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say he wants to keep everything high.
No, I meant losing your boner.
Well, well, thanks everybody for
y'all.
getting on.
Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoyed us getting back on the timeline. Maybe we'll do 2014 next year. Or next week.
Next year.
Thanks for watching the movie Podium.
Movie podium out.
The Rudy Podium.
We're gonna pick like The Conjuring 2 or some dark shit next week. So just so
The
we can
Conjuring
appeal
came
to
out
everybody.
this year.
I know.
We all
That's what I said
come
too.
in. You're fine, Matt. Eric and I are like crying. What? That's scary. I hated every moment of it. Why would you do this to us, Matt? Why would you do that?
They have to be hypnotized just to even go on the pod.
All right. Well, Kevin doesn't even play drums. That's a good point. Kevin,
Yeah.
when was the last time you played drums? Come on. All right. Well, thanks everybody for getting on.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Dankeschön.
Bicycle.
Bicycle.